Welcome back guys to my channel. So this is JJ of Tech Therapy, and what I'm about to show you today is how to use OpenAI, and I'm also going to show you how to create a simple application using OpenAI and their API. So for those of you that doesn't know OpenAI, basically OpenAI is an artificial intelligence company which is a non-profit research company that aims to develop and direct artificial intelligence or AI in a ways that benefit humanity as a whole. The company was founded by Elon Musk, the richest man in the world as of this recording, and Sam Altman in 2015. But now, I think Elon Musk already quit, and now this company is more unprofitable and open to other company or to other developers that want to build on top of this powerful tool, which is OpenAI. Now first we need to go to this website, which is openai.com, and then here in their homepage you will see two headlines, which basically about DALI, which is, if you heard of this in Twitter, in the news, in YouTube, or in any social media platform that saying that there's an AI that can draw beautiful paintings based on the topic that you give to them. Basically, they're pertaining to this to OpenAI, specifically this DALI. Alright, and then if you heard GPT-3, which is also provided by this OpenAI, basically those are the NLP. So NLP is a natural language processing, which is a branch of artificial intelligence within computer science that focuses on helping computers to understand or communicate the way that humans write and speak. So yeah, in a nutshell, these are the artificial intelligence that you can give them a human readable instructions, and then from those instructions, even if it is written or verbal, they will do that instruction and communicate to you in also human uh, understandable way. So I'm going to show you an example of that later, but first I need to give you a walkthrough of OpenAI website. So here you can see at the menu, you can see API, research, blog, and about. And at the bottom, you will see other links, but in our case, we can go to API because that's what we're going to use in creating our application. Let's go to API. So let's click this link, API. And now you will be redirected to this Open API homepage or overview. So as you can see here, it says build next-gen apps with OpenAI powerful models. So OpenAI's API provides access to GPT-3, which performs a wide variety of natural language tasks, which is I already mentioned, and codecs, which translate natural language to codes. And then the companies developing with Open APIs is IBM, Salesforce, Cisco, and Intel. So aside from this, there are, I think, some application out there, popular application or tools online that is using OpenAI. It's like the GitHub Copilot. So if you haven't heard GitHub Copilot, basically this is like a plugin in GitHub, which is a paid one, wherein you can use this to generate a code for you. Like you just type what you just need to generate, a code that you want to generate. You can just simply type, let's say you want to generate or convert a string into something like a date, or a date string into a date type. So those things, you just type it in a human readable way, and then using GitHub Copilot, it will generate you the corresponding code for that or function for that in any language you want. And then, yeah, as you can see here, yep, they are offering a way for us developers to start building a simple application by just, calling their API. As simple as this, you can use their AI. You can use this AI for copywriting or creating a summary of anything, of any books, parsing unstructured text, classification, translation. Let's say you want to build an application that translate one language to another. I know there's a lot of them, especially Siri and Google can do that, but that's fine. You can build your own. And also, if you want to quickly generate a story based on a topic, you just provide the topic, and then using OpenAI, it can generate you the the body of that story. So yeah, you can use this on different ways. So for example, as you can see here, using this text, you can let AI do the phrasing or yeah, copywriting as mentioned here to make it more grammatically correct. I'm not sure if that's grammatically correct, but or the grammatical word is correct, but yeah, that's what it does. So as you can see here, this is the output, and yeah, this AI speaks better English than me. So yep, and then as you can see here, it can also translate natural language to code with Codex. That's another model provided by OpenAI. Yep. So this is a sample instruction. Create a MySQL query for all customers in Texas who spent over $5,000. So this is the output. It generates you the exact query given with this, with this input. Yeah. So this is the feature. It is fast, scalable, flexible, and okay, there you go. This is some of the examples of application out there that was developed using OpenAI. I already mentioned GitHub Copilot, Keeper Tax. So Keeper Tax help freelancers automatically find tax deductible expenses by using GPT-3 to interpret data from their bank statement into a usable transaction. Sounds very complex, but using OpenAI, it's easier, to instead of doing the logic from scratch. OpenAI can quickly help you with that. Viable Duolingo, yep, as I mentioned, it can give you a guide you. You can use it to correct you to correct your grammar, even in whatever language it is. Like for this one, it's French grammar correction, and then you can also use this for translation. All right. So I think that's it for the homepage. And then now what I'm going to show you is how we can use the API in our local development. So first thing first, what you need to do is you need to log in. So in my case, I use one of my email to log into this application. So just click here and then just follow the instruction like entering your uh, email address, uh, enter your password, and then it will ask you some questions like what is the purpose of using this OpenAI? I mean, what is your planning to do with this OpenAI? So those things, but other than that, it's quick. So once you already successfully log in, you will be redirected to this overview page, wherein it will guide you the step by step on how to start using their sample project. So here, welcome to OpenAI. Start with basics. So you have two choices here. It's either you quick start or see some examples. So I'm interested first with the example that we can do here using OpenAI. So let's open this one. So there you go. So these are the example of some simple tool that you can create using OpenAI, like a simple Q&A. You can just type in some sample question and then it will answer you back. The AI will answer you back. Grammar correction. Yeah, as I mentioned, there are a lot of applications that uses this OpenAI as their backend. One of that is Writer.me. If you're familiar with that, then that application is using this OpenAI, and then also Copy.ai. That's another grammar correction tool. And then this is so cool, like summarize for a second grader. You can enter a difficult topic or concept, and then this AI can explain to you, can generate a simple explanation that a second grader can understand. And then there's a lot, like SQL Translate, text to command. There's a lot of this, and then one of the I like it here. An example one is this one. Where is that? Recipe creator. So basically, this recipe creator is that you will enter a list of ingredients that you have, and then based on that ingredients, the AI will suggest you the possible recipe or the possible output of that recipe. Like example, if I have eggs and then like flour, then it can give me a different output like pancake, so etc. So we can try that. Actually, let's try that. Okay, so it's a recipe creator, and what it does is it create a recipe from a list of ingredients. So an example is this one. This is the prompt. Basically, this is the input. What you inputted is write a recipe based on these ingredients and instructions. So frito pie, then the ingredients is fritos, chili, shredded cheese, blah blah blah, and then the instruction is the output. And then this is the output of the AI. And then if you're going to do it in a code using their API, then this is how it will looks like. Uh, just a 14 line of codes using in Python, and then let's say using Node JS, it's around 16, almost the same. So let's try that. I'm going to click this open in Playground. So if you haven't signed in, then clicking this will prompt you to create an account first. So creating account will allow you to use their free tier. Basically, this free tier will have like a corresponding tokens. So you can use those tokens to use this or play around with this OpenAI. Once you use that token, then you need to upgrade to a paid account. And then basically this token is equivalent to some words. I believe it's like 1,000 token is equivalent to 750 words. So for example, the output of this is, let's say you have this 50 words for this, then it will be subtracted to the tokens that you have. So yeah, for sure there's a calculation for that, but the pricing should be very cheap if you plan to upgrade to their next tier. So yep, let's click this one, open in Playground. Already logged in, so there you go. So write a recipe based on these ingredients instructions. So let's change this. Uh, let's say I want to create a pizza. And then my only ingredients is this one. Let's say ingredients is cheese, cheddar cheese. Is my cheddar correct? It's double D. Okay, cheddar cheese, and then egg. I don't know. There should not be egg here. And then flour. And what else? Maybe pineapple. I don't know. Some guys there doesn't want pineapple in their pizza. And then tomato. So let's say these are all the ingredients I have on my my freezer. Then let's submit that. So there you go. This is the output. So preheat oven to 350 degrees in a bowl. Mix together cheddar cheese, egg, and flour. Press the mixture into 9-inch pie plate. Yeah, so there is an egg in pizza. Fine. Bake for 10 minutes. Remove from oven and top with pineapple and tomato. Bake for additional 10 to 15 minutes and enjoy. So that's how powerful this playground and fun to play around with. So that's an example of this OpenAI, but more of that later on. So let's close this. So there's a lot of example already listed here, which is you can use as a basis on what is the possibility of this OpenAI. So now let's go back to the homepage. So here, let's go with a quick start tutorial. And this is the guide that we will use to create a sample application in our local machine. Okay, so let's start with that. There you go. This is the documentation, so you can just go through here, or you can watch my video to, have your hands dirty. So these are all the example here. So let's jump here, build your application. You have two options in this instruction. Either you can create Node JS or Python, but OpenAI is not only limited to Node or Python. You can also use Java and C, I believe. So it should not be a problem to you, whatever language you are using, because this is basically just an API. Let's start. Let's select Node.js. So it is asking us to clone this project, and then using this project we can create a lot of different applications. But yeah, this is a good base of our application. So let's copy this one, open our terminal, let's clear everything, let's paste that, and then let's give this project a name like OpenAI first project. There you go. Very descriptive project, and it's already checked out. And the next thing that you need to do here is we need to open, or if you're familiar with .env, basically these are the application property file that you can put to define a variable or configuration in your application. So here it is asking us to open our project. So let's do that. cd open first project, and then after that it says here that we need to copy env and rename it to .env. So copy that env example to .env. There you go. And then what I need to do here is I need to set my OpenAI API key. So this is the key that we use to determine our account. So this is pretty confidential, so that's why I'm not going to show it to you. But what you just need to do is just open this .env. So in my case, you can either open it via terminal or via VS Code if you're keen on using VS Code, but it doesn't matter which one you want. So in my case, since I'm already here in my terminal, I'm just going to edit my .env here. So Let's open first my .env. So it's empty actually, aside from this OpenAI. So let's try to edit that, which I'm going to pause my video to do that. Okay, so I'm already done editing my .env. And then the next thing here is just there's this note: when using JavaScript, all API calls should be made on the server side only, since making calls in the client side browser code will expose your API key. So that's why it's better if your API, or you don't call this API of OpenAI using browser, since someone might get a hold of your key, which is they can use it on some other things, or they can, you know, they can just totally own your access for in the OpenAI end. So next thing is run the app. So that's simple it is. Just run the app. So to run the app, we just need to install and then run dev. That's the command. So in our project, I'm still in my project, OpenAI first project. So this is my directory. So then let's run npm install. So it's downloading all the needed packages. So it's done, I believe. And then next is we run the project. There you go. So the project is now up, and we can access it in port 3000. So let's open the browser and then type localhost 3000. There you go. So this is the simple project. So as you can see here, this project is, what it does is it can help you give a name to a pet. So let's say I want to have a pet of giraffe. So it will help me generate or come up with a name suitable for this animal. So there you go. So it suggested three names: long neck, the gentle giant, and spot. So yep, that's an example. So let's try another one. So, maybe kitten. I know that's not, basically it's a cat, but yeah, it's a kitten, fine. Let's see what the OpenAI will do. So it says the amazing acrobat, the fearless feline, the mighty kitten. So those are the names. So now I'm going to give you a walkthrough on the code. So let's open our favorite whatever editor you have. So in my case, I'm just going to open Atom. If you're using VS Code, that's fine. It should not matter whatever tool you use. Okay, there you go. So this is the project, and this is the .env, which I'm not going to show you because of there is this my API key. And then let's go to the pages. So in the pages, this is the index.js. So here you will see the page basically that is being rendered when we call the localhost 3000. And then it is basically it's a form, and then this form is calling our backend, which is API generate, and then with a body of animal and animal input. And then when we go to the API, the backend is this one, the generate.js, which is the function basically. So this is, pretty much a node as a common Node.js code functions. That the only thing you need here to call the API of OpenAI is this one. So you just need to call their API using this OpenAI that create completion, supply the model as text DaVinci 002, and then the prompt, basically this is the response, this is the input, And then this is the generate prompt. Basically, what you're doing here is you're mimicking the pop-up that I showed to you, if you still remember. So here in the generate prompt, this is a function which is with an argument of animal, and then so as you can see, this is the capitalized animal. It just turned to uppercase, and then it returns the instruction. And then here in this part, so you might notice this. Basically, these are all the sample response, which is being used by your AI as a pattern. So example, the input is cat, then the output or the names is Captain Sharp, Claw Agent, Flockball, the Incredible Felines. That's why, if you notice in our application, all the names that being resulted here is all three word names, because that is my you know training data, or 3 word or more than a word response. So in our case, just to show you how to manipulate this or use this simple project as a basis, we will replace everything here to, instead of animal and give names, we will make it more complex or a little bit complex. Like I will give a country, and then based on the country, it will return to me the color of the flag. All right. So here, let's change the animal to a country, and then let's say USA, and then the flag color is red, white, and blue. And then another one, as another data example, is Japan, which is basically has two color, red and white. So capitalized animal, let's just rename this. Instead of capitalized animal, let's name it country name, and then replace this one. So let's leave this, and then this is the instruction. Just suggest, not suggest, maybe list the colors of the country flags or flag. There you go. So let's save this one, and then maybe in the index.js, let's change, instead of name my pet, this color of the country flag, and then instead of enter animal, let's enter a country name. Alright, let's save it, and then let's restart this Node application. Let's clear everything, and then npm run that. Alright, so our application is running. Let's go ahead, refresh this screen. Okay, so just ignore this cute icon of dog. Enter country name. Let's say Philippines. So it says here generate names, but basically it's list of colors. So it's taking some time, but there you go. So I enter Philippines, and it returned me blue, red, white. Yep, which is correct. There should be yellow, but that's fine. At least it generate me the main colors. And then let's try another one. Maybe let's test maybe China. Red and yellow, correct? And then maybe India, let's say India. Alright, orange, white, green. There you go. So basically, as you can see now, using this project and then using the sample code of OpenAI, you can now create anything. So in my previous playing around with this tool, I tried to generate an application that gives me an itinerary based on the destination that I want to go. So I just entered, let's say, Maldives, and then I'm going to stay for 3 days. Based on that, it will list an itinerary for that days on that place. So very powerful application. So there's a lot of things you can do with this one. So yep. So I think that's it for this tutorial. So if you have any question, comment, or anything that you want me to try, just comment in below and I will check that comment and see what I can do. So yep, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.